Are you looking for an alternative to Zoom, either for instant meetings or maybe even for webinars? Well, somebody has told me about Livestorm, and I'm going to take a look at it. So it's livestorm.co, and looks like it may be European based, which is fine. I'm going to switch that to US dollars. That's the currency I'm used to working with. And let's have a look at the prices here. So I'm only looking at the free plan at the moment. Okay, so what free plan? There's got a lot of features included, which is good, and you can list what those features are. And unlimited webinars, Q&A during webinar. Wow, it's got a lot of things. Unlimited replay. So your instant meetings, you can have up to 4 people. And it looks like there's no time limit on that. Now, this one is an event. So an event is like a webinar. A registered is anyone who signs up for a webinar. So you can have 10 people register for your webinar. So this is the free one, but it's only 20 minutes. 20 minutes is not long for a webinar, right? You could actually use this for a really small, very targeted event, or for a pre-recorded one, and then get started for free. So I clicked on that link, did the login thing, and what I must say has really stood out so far already, even just in logging on, is the elegance and the simplicity of this. Now, it looks like it's got a startup sort of a feel about it, like they're building their product and they're really looking to listen to people like us, right? The little guys. So I like that. So let me log in. And what I'm going to do is just create an event. I haven't watched they've got an auto replay webinar that you can watch, which is like a little demo. But I want to see just how easy this is to use without even looking at anything like that. Okay, without me having to study or look up YouTube or anything. I want to see just how easy it is to use. So we've got 2 things here. This is very, very important for Livestorm. So I've gone and created a test event. So you've got an event, one unique registrant, which is me. And then the other thing is that an instant meeting. So let's have a look at each of those. So I'll do the instant meeting first. Let me do that. And as you can see, I'm sure I can change my profile picture. I haven't bothered doing that yet. And I can edit the meeting. And I've said that this is a one-off meeting. So this is not really clear to me. An instant meeting, do you need to create a new meeting room for each kind of meeting or for each meeting? I'm not sure. So if I say this is like a 30-minute meeting, okay, and I'm going to change that to slug, so that's really for just to make it nice and easy for people to remember. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind that. I'm going to say, let me get myself out of the way here. I'm going to say edit meeting room. Okay. And now it's got my company name there, which is not that nice. I wish I could change that. Okay, but it's nice and easy to copy the link. If I wanted to share that with somebody and say, hey, use this link. And then to access the room I just go here. So this part has been very, very simple. I really like this. So this is really, I'm now in a live meeting. So I can test my configuration. The simplicity is really good. Okay, I can select a different camera if I've got one, or a different microphone, test my configuration. I can mute myself just by doing this, that mute button, and then I can turn off my camera here. I assume if I've got a picture there, it's going to show my picture. And then I click on join room. So that is simplicity itself. I really, really love this. Okay. Now you're the only one here. Now what if I wanted to invite somebody else? Yes, I can copy the link. Can I email them? Let's see what invite does. Okay, there's no email option here. That would have been nice to have an email option. But if I send them that link, will they need to download software? No, I saw in the documentation before they don't need to download any software. So that's really good. So What about audio video settings? We already saw these, so I can cancel out of there. And what about sharing screen? So I've got the dashboard here. Let me share that screen. Let's see how that works. Where's the share screen button? Well, I don't know why I've got a separate button to share screen to enable it. Why have we got two buttons to do that? All right, I'll click on that. And then I get to select an application, my entire screen, or just a Chrome tab, which is usually what I share. I'm going to share that tab there. Hit on share. So that is very easy. Let me go back to the meeting and I can see myself here. Can I resize myself? Make myself bigger and make the stream smaller. Okay, we don't have many options there, but that's okay. So I'm either big or small, but that's all right. There's no whiteboard facility or brainstorming thing. I don't really use that anyway in Zoom, but it's good to have. Let me just stop sharing here. How do I do that? That's easy. Remove this screen. Oh yeah, I know what I wanted to look at was recording. I will show the chat first of all. So it looks like a pretty standard sort of a chat screen, so that's okay. What about recording? So recording doesn't look like it's available for the instant meeting. Let me close my meeting here. How do I close the meeting? If you unlock the room, anyone will be able to join without your approval. Okay. So I'm going to, how do I close this meeting? How do I stop the meeting? What do we do? Alright, where do you stop the meeting? This one here. Let's update device settings. How do I get out of here? I don't get it. Alright, I'm just gonna, so I don't know how to stop the meeting, which is a bit weird. But anyway, I'll figure that out. I'm just going to close it off here and assume that is going to stop the meeting. Help. How do I close the meeting? Page refresh, connectivity, test. Okay, so I would like to see a big X button to say stop meeting because I can't see it. That looks a bit strange to me. But I'm sure that's something that they can enhance very easily. But I don't need to know how to look it up so I can just stop a meeting. Do I just close that tab? Leave? Yeah, that's not a very elegant way of ending the meeting, is it? What about if I click on here? No. So that should be obvious. Okay, so that part, not so good. That's all right. Now let me go back to the events. And here is where I can schedule an event. That's in draft. Now, something that I really like here that I saw before is I can view how many people have registered. And then, of course, I can go to the event room itself, which is really to start the meeting. And here's where you can do recordings as well. And you can set for the recordings, okay, what your event is about. You can put more detail in here, which is good. Who's allowed to speak? I like this. Everyone can speak, which is ideal for meetings, and only team members. That's for webinars when you're really doing a presentation. Okay. Recording and on demand. What's that got involved in it? Enable recording, so that will record as soon as you click start on a start event, and it will end when you click on end event. Okay. Who can access the replay? Nobody. Registered people, only people who've registered, or maybe afterwards you say, actually, I want to share this with the world, and so you register. You can click. Anyone on demand can click, and they'll be able to watch the replay if they register. Okay, where is it getting the replay source from? The live event recording, or maybe an uploaded video, a video iframe. I'm not sure exactly what that is. I think that's an embed or something. Anyway, that's a bit more advanced for what we need. Can design all of this stuff. I'm not going to play with that, but that's nice. One thing I really liked with the events is the emails. There's some automated email that you can send and you can edit. So you can send a confirmation email straight after registration. So you don't have to tie it in with some email automation thing. There is an email. I can't see an SMS option here on the free version at least, but they will get a 1 hour email an hour before the event, and a 5-minute reminder as well. And then straight after the event, you can get a thank you for attending. You can send them that email. And if they haven't attended, hey, sorry you missed out on attending the event, but no worries. We're going to send you the replay, or here is the replay. And then what I like here is that you can add an email as well. So that's very nicely done. Nice and easy. What else have we seen? The event room. So I haven't opened up the event yet, but you can get to see, you can do polls and private questions and okay, so that's the difference between polls and questions. So you got questions that can come in so that you can just answer those questions as they come, which is really nice. Allow attendees to download shared PDF presentations. Okay, and so that's so it's got to be limited to a PDF. So that's kind of restricting the attendees' sharing capabilities. Probably a good idea to restrict them. Now, and then integrations. Now you can see that they are still starting out with some of these integrations. And so you can integrate with YouTube Live. So that's a nice thing to be able to do. You can set up new integrations. I won't go into all of this at the moment, but I will point out again that each of the sessions for events, so the webinars, is a maximum of 20 minutes and is limited to 10 people. Okay, so overall, I'm certainly happy with what I see. It's very elegant. It's a very clean interface. Absolutely. I haven't spoken to anyone who from Livestorm yet, but it's got that kind of real responsiveness about it, which I really, really like. That responsiveness from the team itself. So overall, I'm happy with what I've seen. It does have certainly some limited functionality at this stage, especially if you're starting out and you really don't want to be spending a lot of time downloading software and teaching people how to run, with all of the bells and whistles, how to run an event or how to set up an event. I've done this one without actually looking at any of their training or any of their documentation. So that tells me that's a good interface. I did find that one thing that kind of puzzled me, which was how do I stop an instant meeting? How do I close it? But apart from that, I'm happy with what I've seen so far of Livestorm. Once again, the link is in the description. I will try and get an affiliate link, and so that will be an affiliate link, but for the time being it will be just whatever link you can see in the description to this video.